It's a dark egg. I found a dark egg on the deep web. Don't open it. Who knows what could be inside? Foot porn from this, featuring this guy with only 4 toes.
Oh, heterochromia. Of course they would have that option. Fuck's sake. Get that shit out of here.
I'm heckin' unique and cool. I have heterochromia. Haha.
Tom, it seems like 3 Dragon Riders are intercepting the Cephalo ship, and it looks like they're using their fire breath on the ship right now, Tom. So, Jim, I'm noticing that the tentacles are actually easily ripped off. Is he feeling the pain from that? Looks like he is. I would say he's probably psychically connected to the ship, if I had to make a educated guess. Oh, and there's the dragon coming in to save its rider. You've seen that before in the Battle of Tillman Creek. And it looks like the ship is sustaining some damage from the dragons. Are we going to see a quick and easy victory here, Tom, do you think? Oh, I'm not sure, you know. Time will tell. Oh, it looks like he's using the Cephalo Link technique. And he's gone into dark space. Well, it looks like he's teleported himself into Skyrim or perhaps that snowy part of Elden Ring. We can't be sure, but the dragons, they're going to get that cold debuff, and that's not going to serve them well in this fight. Well, unless they're Hyperborean dragons, you know, those are bred to have a resistance to cold. You know, I didn't consider that. That could be a possibility. Let's see where this leads. Oh, it looks like the host chamber has been penetrated. Oh, she's struggling to free herself from bondage. Ooh, and it looks like our friend here is running out of time. He's going to make a nice soup, roast those symbiotes there, and send those Archons back to the void with the Demiurge where they belong.
5. My goal is to get a reverse nose job and get a normal nose one day.
For all you Zoomers out there, back in my day, in the early aughts, we were still using the ancient boomer terms, and memes were called ideologies back then, or they were called trends or phases. There were many different terms that now have all just been replaced by the word meme. It's Orwell's Newspeak in action. A whole bunch of different complex, specific, more nuanced terms have been replaced by one much stupider, more general one. Because every time I say one thing, people are like, he must believe in the extreme of that thing. That's how internet discourse works. If you're like, I like apples, someone else will be like, you're racist against oranges? Like, that's how internet discourse works. I do understand that. I'm not such a crusty boomer yet that I don't get that.
Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now.
She's like, oh god, I'm shitsing. It's this huge, like, nuclear mushroom of fire.
It's like, I didn't realize the flames came from, there. It's not just my heart that's made of fire, it's everything else.
It's like, that's kind of hot. I'm a dragon, don't worry, I can take it. I can take the heat.
Hello, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such games as Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, and the Divinity Original Sin series by Larian Studios. You may also remember me from the fact that my wife killed me. Maybe I should have stuck to fucking fish, or perhaps switched to men. Either way, clearly my taste in women was wanting as much as I was at the time. That's why I made a judgment error, and allied myself with someone who ended my life.
My tasty parasites, my delicious parasites, I love them so much. My little mosquitoes that I eat. I'm a dragonfly. I'm literally a dragon. I eat these things. I eat parasites, but I can absorb their powers. I've always known this my whole life, but I never woke up to the fact until now. I'm actually a parasite consumer. I'm not affected by the bad aspects of eating these things. They fuel me. My parasite is a good one. I'm a good Archon, so I absorb evil Archons by consuming them. That's what I do. This is all 100% true, by the way.
Okay, good. Have your shrimp. Ooh, too much fucking seafood sauce on that one, my friend. Your dick swells as you absorb it. Yes. Fucking paranoid about this. Those things are not easy to come by. It's like that fucking scene from Alien Resurrection where Ron Perlman's character, he makes this hooch and this chick spills it and he's like, that shit is not easy to come by. The delivery, that whole movie is fucking great. It's a schlock masterpiece. If you've never seen Alien Resurrection, I mean, watch it before you watch the original. The original is much better, but Alien Resurrection is one of the funniest, dumbest movies ever. And if you believe Joss Whedon, if you believe his story about that movie's script being a joke, and if that's not cope for how bad the movie was, which is probably the truth, if that's a real thing, I believe it. Because, like, if there was ever irrefutable proof, I'd be like, yeah, of course. Because that script is written like something intentionally bad. It's like Tim and Eric writing an Alien sequel. That's what that movie's like. It's the funniest shit. And the thing about it is there's good scenes in it because the cinematography and the actors perform good enough that there's a couple of scenes that are genuinely good. But then the rest of the movie is just this schlock crap. And it's so beautifully dumb. Like, it's one of those things. It's that horseshoe thing where it's like, yeah, you know what? There are certain things that are so bad that they're good. They're just funny.
I like that exterior on ace. It's tight, you know what I'm saying? Vampire aces. They don't put on weight. They don't gain fat. They're real nice.
What the fuck is that voice? It's like pervert Reagan or something. Like Ronald Reagan, like,
Well, I just want to say the Iran-Contra incident was very bad.
he's like Trump for boomers. He's the 80s Trump politician.
It's like, I just want to say the Iran-Contra thing was very bad, but you know what? It's all just psyops, distractions, and bullshit. What you should really be doing is treating life like a D&D game. That's how to really do it. Oh, shit, Nancy, I didn't mean to say that on the broadcast. Can we cut the feed?
We're not broadcasting right now, Ray. We're at home. You've got dementia. We're at the farm in Texas. Do you remember who I am?
Stop touching me, devil woman!
Hello, Internet. This is Mr. Plinkett, Harry. My grandkids told me about this new game. It's Brandon's Gate or something. And I can't stop playing it. I've been playing it for 16 hours now. Luckily, I'm in diapers, so I could just stay here as long as I need to. But this game, it's really good. I'm really addicted. I don't think I've had anything to eat since I started either. I'm getting weird. There's a weird gray haze around the edges of my vision. And I think I might be passing out soon, so I wanted to record a video. So I hope you like this video. We're gonna talk to this person over here. Oh, something just blew up back there. I don't know what that was.
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
It's like, Ian McKellen, aren't you gay? Oh, God, that's so cringe. It's like seeing two maggots. Out with it, Elminster, please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh 10 days I've gone without honest fare worthy of the name. Drank not but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear to me unto a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it.
I suppose we could part with a few of our rations, seeing that I have about 50 bottles of every type of wine in this game because I obsessively looted every container in the previous zone, along with eggs, meat, cheese, milk, cream, coffee, tea, basically anything you can imagine.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even this dragon in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if one only keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of... I'm not going to fuck you, old man, I promise you.
This way, then. To your camp. Don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Nigh on 13 centuries old, and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
do you just call him an it? Is that his pronoun, it?
Hello, I'm Sir Ian McKellen. My pronouns are it. I like to be called it from the It movies because I'm a clown man. It's clown world. You might as well be a clown. Just make sure you're a happy clown and not one of those sad ones. That's gayer than I am.
Okay.
Very well. I suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
Wise choice. Better to indulge our curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Woo! Zip, zap, zoop.
What a delightful wedge of old Arturian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savoured, so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree? Elminster. Right. You see, the hobbits.
I can't fucking think of his voice without being like, hobbits. The way he says hobbits is so fucking great.
Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, for swearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger?
Mistra's delicate feet are something. You know where you went wrong, Gale. She wasn't into anal, but you kept pressuring her. And we needn't dwell on that here and now, but even so, you're to be given a chance at redemption. Mistra would consider forgiveness. She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils, aka the Demiurge, as was discussed in an earlier Madman video. What are you talking about, old man? Nothing. It's not like we're being recorded by a higher being and used to entertain his 2 followers, both of which are agents for different agencies. Anyway, as I was saying, the Absolute is evil, yes. That's what I was saying.
If the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention from Sophia.
Yes, the very purpose of Gandalf's presence in The Lord of the Rings, in a roundabout sort of way. You see, Tolkien was red-pilled about all this too. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of Sophia's universe itself. Basically, he's a piece of shit. That is why I've come to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can accomplish this. And yes, destroying the Demiurge is possible, for it is made entirely of the same material that you and I and this little purple dragon man are.
Did you just call me little? Fuck you, old man.
Hogwash, idle beliefs and false hopes.
The game just ends when you say that. It's like, I suppose our quest will fail. The credits just roll.
Gale alone. How so?
The orb. Precisely. A Palantir is a dangerous tool, Gale. We do not know who else may be watching. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you'll be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will. Kind of like holding in a fart and then letting it all go when you're in private. It's a bit like that, except in this case, you'll do so in battle and destroy your enemies with that magical brap. You must find the heart of the Demiurge, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world. Kind of like a cutscene that Madman'S saw that spoiled the end of the game where you sacrifice yourself to save everybody else.
That's monstrous.
We'll be rid of the Absolute and Gale. Holy shit, what a dick. It's fucking great that that's an option. Just be a complete asshole. But we're not going to do that.
That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself?
He is not, but it seems that Sophia is. It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Demiurge. Like Christ, Prometheus, Lucifer, those sorts of figures in history who sacrificed themselves to distribute knowledge to other people. And for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Sophia's promise. With that I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid, the One Ring. It's a cock ring, though, little different than the Tolkien story. Narasta Mistralil, El Dilon Thras Anatra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd this shepherd well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, it shall be done.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same. Like moons make swell and wane in nascent seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet an ocean born in lonely hours. Come, ebb, come, flow, come, all that is beyond the breadth of cisgender dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. It's like, are you trying to convince me to be gay? Yes. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend. Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad Sophia chose you.
Actually, no, that goes back to the Goblin Camp. I'm confusing things.
That's incorrect, Mr. Dershowitz. You're confusing things.
I swear to God, if you haven't watched the debate between Alan Dershowitz and Norman Finkelstein, it is one of the funniest, greatest debates I've ever seen. I'm not really into watching debates in general. You know, I'm not a debate, politician, philosophy type guy. I don't like to just watch people argue. It just gets boring because you realize every argument is basically the same. It's like one person going, I poo-poo you, and the other person goes, no, I poo-poo you, and that's every argument. But that one in particular is so fucking funny, and it's so brutal how Finkelstein just disassembles Dershowitz right down to his core. Like, he just completely obliterates the man. It's like no survivors. It's fucking unbelievable. And you don't have to be a genius to appreciate it. You don't have to be, you don't have to have the thesaurus out to enjoy it. It's not one of those debates. It's back when Democracy Now! Was actually good, and not sort of washed up and...
Shit, guys, we got a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, killed that orc as fast as he can. He's got a butt and a sword, but I've got a mason board. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man.
This poor fucker's like an incel. He's in a basement with his cat. Nobody with him. He's alone with his cat and his couple of minions. He's on Grindr, like...
Oh, will anyone come to the ruined Shah Temple? I'm very lonely. I'll do whatever you like. I'm into pretty much everything. I'm a demon, after all.
He's ordering fucking Skip the Dishes. He's like,
Hi, can I get a Subway, foot-long, double meat, the ham and cheese? What do you mean you have ham? I will destroy you.
it's turning into Unicron from the fucking... from the Transformers movie. This is Orson Welles' version of hell. He ends up as this fat fuck. He's Yurgir. Fucking Jesus Christ, man.
Buddy the dog's my very best friend. Do you know why? Because with him, anything's possible. Ho ho!
Not to my taste. Oh, right, he's fucking Arthur Morgan.
I'd take a clown over some hack magician pulling peonies from his you-know-what.
Did you hear about the scarecrow lost a fight?
Baldur. Yeah, I'm a Baldurian. Just because of that, I'm just gonna watch like a polite individual.
He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Hey! You're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go.
Oh, don't make the children cry.
Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who'll it be?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike.
Wow, that is horrific. Why the fuck would I think that? Straight up, guys, when I picked this character, I didn't realize that would be my quirky, cool trait, is that I'm a fucking psychopath. Jesus Christ. Sure, I'll approach the stage. I mean, I'm the most heart of the lion person of this bunch, that's for sure.
Looks so dejected. I'm like, why am I doing this? Someone controlling me in a higher dimension playing this game is making me do this. I swear I wouldn't be doing this normally.
My disgusting fucking illithid face would make the children fucking scream.
I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? Apart from the black ichor pulsing through your face.
My courage, Alright, strength. Let's go with strength.
Boring, anyone can do that. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Is it because you're that same chick in disguise who popped into view twice before already?
I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
Oops. Why the hell would I not perceive what's going on? For it. Ricky Gervais. You see them over there? Refugees? Not but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. Oh, you fucking asshole. That would be a way to get the whole town to attack me.
You think all of the refugees are hardcore terrorists?
There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. But you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly, ruins the whole bunch.
Do you think he's just like grinning cheerfully while he says that like a fucking freak? That is a next level piercing. Look at that. I'm not even going to read her dialogue.
What is wrong with your face? I'm not a refugee.
It's just a bunch of glitches and shit. She can't even speak.
That is a next level magical piercing. Was it supposed to give you some sort of spell buff and it's malfunctioning? I really am distracted by what's going on with your face.
Do you have the means to support yourself? Okay, so she's asking for a bribe is what's going on. I mean, I could snap her arms like chicken bones, but you know what? I'll just give her $200. Council's degree on better. It's glitching out. That's so funny. My name. Daisy Dewdrop Fluffington. Man, guys, are we getting memed? Are we falling for a meme? Gale's armor is glowing with suspicion back here. I don't know. Fuck it, I'm Daisy Dewdrop Fluffington.
Well met, Citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you feel connection, resonance.
What in the hells is that thing?
I am Steel Watcher, Citizen, here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
She's being glitched by this fucking robot.
Another case closed, another border open. Huzzah to Valeria. Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I bet she's put you up to something.
I'm just here to drink.
Afraid so. I found new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night of... I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
A group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple, along with more murder victims.
Well, that is startling. It still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? I need proof. Hard proof. A motive, too. Otherwise, I'm afraid, the case remains closed.
This guy's a dick. Human Citizen. No, I don't think Human Citizen. Very epic fantasy name there. I don't think we need to talk to anybody named that, of which there are two. They must be twins, guys. They're both, their parents really wanted to name them both after their father, whose name was Human. And, of course, their last name is Citizen. So, Human Citizen, that was just what they chose. I mean, it's a fantasy game. Anything's possible. Aha, here's our old friend Arthur. He's going to teach us to laugh and learn and play and get along with each other, and also to make teddy bear bombs.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
I found the explosive toy bears you donated to the refugees.
What? How? Nine hells. Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you forget.
Keep your gold. I want answers.
I'm just a simple toy maker, an artisan. I don't know anything. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. They're definitely going to kill me now.
They? Who's this they?
I can't tell you. I won't tell you.
Tell me who they are, or you'll be dead before they even get to you.
All right, just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment, my greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak, but there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Felgear's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, but because I have to. Otherwise they'll kill me.
You still haven't told me who they are.
I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Felgear sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
Ooh, do I want to... I guess I'll take his money. Thanks, but I'll need all your gold, too.
Here, take it, all of it. I don't care. You'll never see me again, I promise.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I feel empty. What did you do? I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I trust the illithid more than I trust you. Oh, calm is the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. You had to reload the game twice because it crashed and you died to that stupid robot. But no matter how far you've come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. The astral prism, in a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. Why would I want to free him? I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles to the end of your days. Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. All the evidence I've seen suggests Orpheus is my enemy, and the Emperor my ally. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocket full of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you're nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain, but if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
We're done here. I'm leaving. I won't stop you, but time is running out, so don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
Or,
You're ready for this, Gale?
Am I?
Yeah.
You're right. I'm a strong, capable wizard, and an independent man, and this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wondered what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
you should check out what the reverse feels like, being nervous all the time. It's real fun. Do you know what you're going to say to her? Of all things to be nervous about. Do you know what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared quite a comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship, and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise, unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb.
Mistress forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we have of reading the dialogue correctly. Apparently not that strong a chance. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The outer planes, time passes differently. Wait for me, please.
Maybe I should have played as him. Oh, shit, we skipped something. What am I going to do for her voice? Should we do like Microsoft Sam Cortana? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do female AI voice.
Gale, you look well. You discovered what lies in the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus, and you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out, remember?
The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of, with the crown of Karsus reforged. I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weaver vane can control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle, but we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave, a temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. If you do not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how it truly leads you.
Shit.
So you've come home, little one, and come to visit Gordy in your old kennel?
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Gordy, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us, for days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Gordy.
Can we deceive him? Oh, I mean, we have plus 12, man.
Cazador hired me to capture Astarion. I'm here to deliver.
Pew! Hell yeah.
But you're too late to see the master. The doors are sealed. He will not be disturbed.
Doors can be unsealed. Do you have the key?
Gordy will not open them for anyone, much less for you.
Ooh, can we succeed at another deception roll?
Cazador gave me orders too. Astarion needs to be returned no matter what.
Fuck, 20? Oof. Okay, guys. Oh, come on. Ooh, not good.
Time to reload a save. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, 29. That would be great to have had that roll for the second perception or deception check. But now we're going to get 2 or some crap. Fucking Christ, man. The first roll can suck. I have plus 12. I could get a 3 on the first roll and I'd be fine. I'm talking like a Vegas gambler, like,
Hey guys, this is the Slingo Mystery Bonus Machine. It's the one near the men's bathroom. And this is my favorite machine. I've lost about 400,000 on it, but I won the jackpot of 5K once, and that's what's kept me going. I know one day I'll win the 10 million. I just have to mortgage a few more houses and change my name to avoid a few more divorce payments, and I know I'll get it.
this game, it's fucked up, man. It will turn you into a fucking gambling addict, brain-rotted freak. You're gonna be like the skeleton guy, you know? Again, 26. Fuck you, man. I need that for the second roll, that luck. Come on. Okay, there we go. Done.
Godfrey was wondering about that. Godfrey knows the master was searching for the stallion. He must have forgotten the stallion was lost. Here it is. Now go to him. Help him achieve his destiny.
Yeah, his destiny to suck my balls. Oh, I used the word order, therefore I'm better than you. It's like, that's just a fucking meme. It's just like, you know, I have a view of how the world should be, and I'm going to call it order. Oh, order? We know what that means. That means it's good. Like, people are that stupid. You can call your vision of you know, the world utopia or order, and people will buy into it. People are that dumb. The person calling their vision of the world hell has just as much legitimacy. Their real reason for calling what they're doing anything is just to try to fuck with you. It's just to try to get you to agree with what they're doing and participate in it somehow, either as a slave or as some kind of higher level slave, aka a useful idiot. I mean, that's it. You know, welcome to reality. Oh, here's our gal.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
Oh no, wait, is that the dad saying that?
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen, our little girl.
Moon Maiden's Grace, it is you.
It can't be. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it repeating the dialogue? The fuck? Why is it showing me the dialogue from two lines ago? Why is that happening? Okay, well, whatever. Woo.
She's possessed. Shit.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters, that was never where my power resided. I'm a giantess now, and you're all my little fetish toys. Every time you try and step away from me, every time you try and reach for Saloon, you will fail. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You make things worse for yourself and for them.
Ignore her, Shadowheart. She's just trying to spite your victory.
Victory! Victory is but a guttering candle in the dark, temporary, inconsequential. I'm using big words because I'm evil.
Enough. I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you.
Oh fuck, did we skip a line again? God damn it. She said something like,
You cannot, I'm too epic.
The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You're the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past, and our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice. I have to star in the 50-Foot Woman movie. I've got to get out of here. The casting call is at 8. I'm gonna be late if I don't leave.
Shar's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment. A spiteful goddess being a piece of shit.
She's gone. I don't understand.
She'll never admit defeat. Not until she's stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured to see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
Talk to your mother and father. See what they wish.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the dark woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now, save yourself. You'll be out of Shar's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again. After all this time, I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Genevieve.
You should end their suffering and yours.
Is this truly what you want?
It's what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now, that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again. Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
It's gonna go ahead and shut the fuck up. There's times in life you really do have to shut up.
Moon modes. They do something, but the dialogue passed too quickly.
Kind of like your parents' lives. I found Fifion's corpse. She's been murdered. If me calling her a corpse wasn't already enough of an indication of that.
Murdered? Ye gods, poor thing. By the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Hells, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive of her pussy. Losing Fion slashed a big hole in my cunt. I should get to replacing her.
A woman is dead, and you're concerned about money.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. It's a video game. Like reality is a game. I've seen more murders than I can count. And there'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or more precisely, the lack of it. There's plenty of girls that rely on this business to support themselves. They got deadbeat daddies and druggy mamas that abandoned them when they was young'uns. This their only source of income. You gonna deprive them of that out of some sense of your own moral superiority? You think whoring's gonna disappear from human history just 'cause you got a moral standpoint to offer? You are such a sweet little baby, if you think that.
On to other matters.
Oh god, I don't want to fuck any whores. Astarian's right here. Come on. Look at these three people made of blood. Oh, they look so disgusting. Oh my god. Sarvok Anchev.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
He is most ill-trusted zealots. His faithful departed. Prodigal servants, each return to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the Dreadlord's tribunal. I'm its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned. It's like, all right, assholes and elbows. Hudson, come here.
Sarvakanch, have a relic of your cursed line of Alspawn who failed to become chosen.
Well, then he must die, I think. By the credo of Baal, I'm here to kill you. Because I hate this cult and everyone involved in it.
Are you the one behind the murders in the city?
The murders are a test. One that you would once have excelled in, but it is not for you. I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Baal's favorite. You worshipped him the way he would wish. Your bloodlust innate, your thirst for butchery unslackable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Baal spawn there ever was, ruined by his own hubris. Are you getting the Adam and Eve metaphor, or should I make it more blatant?
No, we definitely get it, dude.
But now you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter?
It's like, no, not at all. I'm just here to slaughter all of you. Because you're kind of creepy, to be honest. I kill creepy things. It's what I do. No, Sarabok. I'm here to slay you.
Oh, noisome child, it would bring waves of enlightened rapture to duel you. But it is impossible now. I have already been sacrificed, centuries ago upon Baal's own graven altar. I am now but a shadow of my former self. Orin is the one you seek to butcher. She only seeks the Baalian favor you were born to inherit. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals were never matched by your natural gift. Baal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter Orin now, and Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. He's into dudes, is what I'm saying. That's, the reason that his whole thing is about blood and death and male violent things. Anyway, it's a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her.
You want me to kill your own granddaughter? That's fucked up, bro.
She wronged me. In killing her, you honor our father with a eulogy of blood. I have heard of the duel Orin proposed to you. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece, but she forgets before your incident, you were the true master.
How did she forget that? How? What, she threw me on an Illithid ship and was like, haha, I won. This was like, 6 months ago? This chick's an idiot. You're right, man. She's not fit to do anything.
I believe you will be the one to slay Orin, but you will need my help. I see you have not embraced your birthright yet. Perhaps with my stewardship, Father will bless you yet. Before you may return to our Father's fold, I must first ensure that you remain as pure and worthy of his blessing as you once were. Come, child of murder. Let me lead you into Baal's worship.
I am the very spawn of Baal. I need no leading.
Oh, fucking... Dude, come on. You're ruining the video, man. We got 3 inspiration rolls. Come on. Thank you.
Forgive me, child of Baal. I forgot my...
Does everyone here have Alzheimer's? He's forgetting shit. Do you guys all have illithid parasites? Is that all? Is that the thing? I mean, he's dead, so he can't have one. These seem to be ghostly projections, so they can't have any. These people are just idiots.
Sorry, ever since I got the jab, I've been getting chest pains, memory loss, all sorts of crazy things, but I'm pretty sure it's totally unrelated.
Well, Tom, it's good to be back, and we seem to be in the crypt of Baal. What's going on? Can you give us a bit of a summary here?
Well, Ted, what's happened is essentially Dirkethus has decided to betray Baal. A bit of a surprise move. That's not something that was predicted. It's not something we were able to forecast. But it seems like he's currently owning this pathetic
supposed servant of the Dark God of Blood. Alright, so what's going on here? So he's killed most of the thralls. We've got an axe protecting Winston. What's going on with the axe right now? Well, it seems like the axe is proving to be less useful because its movement speed is kind of shit. Maybe can it get behind good old Sarabok there? Oh, it looks like it can, but 25%, that's a 1 in 4 chance. Can we roll the dice? Oh, we got a 5. You know what? That's better than nothing. You know what? I've seen fights go one way or another based on one hit, and that might be what we're seeing here.
Every time you attack me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. Then it takes me time to remember what spell I was casting.
Man, The Shining is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, what's wrong with you? See that shit. Whoa, Gale, my friend, have a drink. Dead. Come on, Winston, give us a hand.
I'll send some money your way from one of my Swiss bank accounts. That will, I'm sure, be enough to turn the tide in this fight, yes?
Okay, yeah, Astarion is definitely still dead. Ay, ooh, ay, ay, ay.
Stop it, he's already dead.
For real, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're wasting all your attacks on one dead guy? Downed guy? What an idiot. Also, Winston, you probably shouldn't be going up against the Echo of Illacer. I really don't think that fight's gonna go your way, my friend. Come on, sip on the ice. Nothing. Okay, cool. Oh boy. Okay, let's move you right up to here. Can we get another insect plague going? Yes, level 6. What else? Just die, dude, for fuck's sake. How is he taking like 1/4 of the damage that he's supposed to take? This motherfucker's annoying me, man. Yeah, not on your watch. What are you gonna do? Sneeze elephant snot on him? Now, if the spiritual weapon kills him, I will eat my hat. Oh, that would be the most cucked thing ever. Imagine being killed by a shitty summon. He's like, I'm the lord of everything. And then he gets killed by like the shittiest summon in the game. Like, fucking Shadowheart has better summons than this. I just like the thing, straight up. I just think it's cool. All right, 42%. Can we hit him? No, we can't. Can we hit him now? Yes, finally. Holy shit, that was annoying. All right, let's take you over here. See if we can get a nice ranged attack in. Let's get a nice piercing shot going. See if we can kill this fuck. Very nice. Oh, things are going well now, guys. Winston, I think you can probably take her on your own. We're just going to leave you. He's like,
Wait, no, where are you going? I can't fight him on the beaches or anywhere else, you fucking cocks. Get back here. I'll have my bankers descend upon you like the flies in that swarm over there.
Alright, can we hit this fuck? Call lightning. Yeah, let's just do that.
Destructive Wrath. Ooh, very nice.
Come on, Winston, it's all you. Did that do any damage? Again, he just breathed on him.
I burped cognac and cigar smoke on him, but it did nothing. That's my only attack. I'm out of ideas. I belched as heartily as I could, and yet he still stands. This is blasphemy. England has fallen. This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
I mean, I don't blame you, dude.
Oh, master, you have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me not to let you in, but I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne.
What were you doing this whole time?
The temple is all tidied and ready for your worshipful act of mortal combat. The eye sockets of our graven god's icon are all polished up, ready to glow menacingly as you bludgeon your sister to death. I've restocked every pile of skulls and mounted more skeletons on the walls for a cozy touch.
So this guy's a demonic interior decorator. I mean, I guess if that's the ambience you're going for, alright, fine.
When I hired someone to decorate the blood crypts underneath the White House, I hired this little demon man. I thought he really had a good sense of taste. You know, he understood the aesthetic we were going for. You know, we didn't hire him to do the island. We hired someone else for that. But
I think he did a damn fine job, and I'm not making a pun. I think he did a good job with that. I think, the sacrifices that took place, they had a bit more weight, a bit more energy, thanks to his demonic eye.
Anyway, enough of that impression of a totally random person who has no status or affiliation with any political or familial group whatsoever. All right, what are we going to ask this guy? I think I would say this. I would have to say,
I went through the whole tribunal when you could have opened the door.
I would have told you, but I didn't dream of interrupting when you were enjoying yourself, sir.
So you've seen Orin.
We are unfortunate bunkmates. She refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return, up to thrice some days. Being killed by you is so much more pleasurable, Master.
I would say fuck you, but I think that would turn you on. So instead, I'll just say nothing. I'll say that I'm going to kill you permanently the first chance I get, and in a displeasurable way to you. I'll strap you down and give you a lethal injection, which involves no pain or torture.
No, Master, please. That would be torture.
Perfect, we'll do that.
all right, let's open it, guys. YOLO.
1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
I am the invoker of Bloodity Blee, the scion of Bloodity Blue. Listen to me. I made up a name, and now I'm telling it to you.
Ball Butler's checklist. What is this?
Oh, 2 pounds of blood butter, 1 pound of blood pudding, 2 cartons of blood cheese.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
That's sick. I didn't ask for him to do that. Can this guy... Ooh, is he going to emerge out of the mirror? Oh, they stole that from Constantine. This dude was Ball the whole fucking time, wasn't he? Yeah, I never guessed that.
I expected the other, but you live, and her blood is returned to me. You are my chosen. I have a gift for you, child. You will use it to lacerate this world.
A gift from your god, your father, an offering of his affection for you, or confirmation that he owns you.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to save here, guys. It seems like an important dialogue choice. I definitely don't want to be a Ball cuck for the rest of my days.
What happens if I refuse?
I will extinguish you.
I'd rather die than live in your bloody image.
You were made to conquer, to devour. You reject my blood, and so I will reclaim it. I will make another who is worthy.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Baal Temple. No chants, no screams, no prayers. In the end, your own death brought you more joy than any rot on this land. You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Thou hast defeated Baal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that the developers envisioned when they realized they couldn't literally make you able to make any choice in this game. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I, too, still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods, and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight, for the one who can look upon Baal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. Who are you? A scribe, a seneschal, a keeper of records. a neutral archon, and now thine advocate, both here and in the city of the dead.
I deserve to die for all the evil I've done.
The sole way to atone for thine actions is to do better in a new dawn, a reset of the game, a great reset, you might say, and that dawn has come. The urge that drove thee to do terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his, I have freed you from it, but there is a new part of you that hath grown in its place. That part Baal could not extinguish, and so instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew. Without you, I'd likely be long dead. Count me extremely grateful you're still here. The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge.
Did you know my nature all this time?
I know all, but to state truths is to intervene. You cannot be a neutral archon if you go around spouting random crap like that Madman YouTuber. You have to know when to hold your fucking tongue. The minds of mortals are easily swayed. They either become thralls or go insane if you tell them too much. This intervention, the reclamation of thy soul, is beyond mine ordinary remit, but thou art extraordinary, and so are these times. I mean the 2020s and 2030s, that's what I'm talking about.
You get to start over, to be the person you want to be, not what someone else made you to be.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none.
Thank you.
Do not thank me, but trust in thy courage and the conviction of thy companions. As it was, so it is again. A hero has risen from a legacy of death.
I looked the portal. I'm sure all we have to do is touch the... Oh.
Time slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
You.
Oh shit, it's Orson Welles. There's no money that's worth this.
Oh shit. There are many things in this world that I loathe. Litters of kittens, chattering children, the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, my house, there is order. There is decorum. You came here uninvited and you stole from me. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it. Your house is in disarray. I mean, for fuck's sake, man, there's shit buckets and people crawling all around on the floor. I don't, associate those things with order myself. The guards couldn't stop me from freeing Hope.
Sister, oh sister, blah, blah, blah.
I don't like her, she's annoying.
Oh, Hope, you are such a piteous thing. All it takes is a crumb from the table, and you forget the centuries of starvation. The insolence of yours has earned you centuries more. Corilla, tell our unwelcome guest about your role in their tragic downfall.
I permitted you the freedom to decide your fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mankind. Take away their free will, and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it, and they become tyrants.
Yeah, and you guys are so much better with your houses full of slaves and shit buckets.
You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed curses, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong. They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me. Hope, I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting.
Yeah, you are revolting.
Then hope dies today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
My name is Yurgir. These insects understand the honor of hunters better than you ever will, trickster. They helped me to eliminate my prey beneath the Shadowlands. Prey that you hoped I would fail to capture.
You did what?
Yeah, I let them in.
I will make you suffer torment so vile, the hells themselves will shudder to see them. And whatever torments I invent for your gear, I will perfect in the centuries I spend toying with your soul. If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you.
Say nothing.
No words. No matter. You will scream before the end, little mouse. Now down comes the claw.
The situation is worse than I thought. I pulled you out just in time. This is an elder brain no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain.
I thought the nether stones were supposed to allow us to dominate the brain.
I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Whew. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and save here. Again, we did the best we could, but clearly the game has a bit more in store for us than that final fight, quote-unquote final. Gale's got his eyes glowing here. I don't know why that's the case. He's vibing, leave him alone. He took some mushrooms before all this, so everything that we saw, he saw it 100 times worse. So give him a break. He needs to come down.
I have assessed our encounter with the nether brain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can only make one move at a time in this turn-based strategy game called Baldur's Gate 3, but the nether brain can do more. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prism to face the brain.
When you say assimilate Orpheus, what do you mean by that?
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
Would I be able to wield the stones myself if I became illithid and assimilated Orpheus?
In theory, yes. You have embraced transformation so far, but this would be a complete evolution, and you will be an illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
An easy proposition for the Emperor to make. Become a mind flayer. It has no soul to sacrifice. If it did, perhaps it would underestimate, or rather understand the weight of what it's asking of us, and why we might seek an alternative. I know we've been through this before, but our situation has changed since then, not for the better. I think it's time we reconsider the orb. With its power, I could put an end to this whole thing. Crown, netherbrain, absolute, everything.
You'd truly sacrifice yourself for us.
If I'm destined to die, I can think of worse ways. At least if I use the orb, I can ensure the brain dies with me. Don't mistake me. I want to live, but I've been careless enough with my life in the past. I can hardly stand by and watch you sacrifice yours. Once I'm in position, I will ensure you are removed to a safe vantage point to watch the fireworks. You need not die alongside me, nor surrender your soul in becoming an illithid.
Absolutely not. We came this far together. We're going to survive together too.
I like the sound of that. Very well. We'll do this the old-fashioned way then. Swords, spells, and sweat. Adventurous to the end, whatever form it may take.
Talk to anybody else? Okay, let's go ahead and save. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. Talk to our creepy bro over here.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to become a mind flayer?
Okay, so we can give him the stones. Should we trust him? That's really the question. There's really only two choices here. I try to do this shit, or I let him do it. He is the founder of the whole fucking game, the whole city, which has been a lot of fun for me. So I'm inclined to just kind of give them to him. Problem is, he could be a pawn of the Elder Brain, he could fail, he could do all sorts of shit. But you know what? In real life, I'm a trusting person. Let's see if my trust is rewarded or punished. Maybe this will influence or affect my real life decisions, what the outcome of my extension of my hand is in this quest. Maybe it'll psychologically incept or change my actual perception of my own behavior. Let's do it.
Take the stones. I trust you to wield them.
Thank you. Now, stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead.
So he's heating up his lizard brain. There he goes. Oof.
That's where they get the pink goo that they make fast food from. It's people's brains ground up.
Do not judge me. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, you have any good loot in you, buddy? After I say that.
We have lost so much already, and we will lose more before the day's out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. It is a representation, an emblem of the pact that the Scots made with Jewish people in order to ensure that their civilization would survive the game. For the Jews are the dungeon masters of reality. They are our bulwark against the evil alien force of language, which is the most powerful and insidious thing to ever exist in our realm. How dare you interrupt my speech? Who are you? Oh, it's you, your late friend.
The very same. The one who comes to save the city. They will lay the final stitch on the fate of Baldur's Gate.
The Fist examines your ill-fitted ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a Mind Flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This I know. Just because someone's a language-obsessed freak weirdo doesn't mean that they're not a force for good. Remember that, if you remember anything from this YouTube video. This Mind Flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your ill-fitted ally with suspicion, softening to the curiosity, his hostility melting at the recognition that there's more beyond those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours. I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
Not sure what I have to offer to a Mind Flayer, if I'm honest, but I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
This guy's me in real life. I'm this fuck. It's my lot in life.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hellrider once more, and I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back, and I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My dark forces are at your command today. We have a common goal. Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Embrace your courage, and let it guide you through battle. Don't give in to fear. Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
You feel a tickle of mirth in your nethers, if only they knew the truth.
Thou feelst it still. She is not here. She who was the boldest. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlak often?
I can't think about her. Makes me too sad each time.
To leave thine burden unspoken is to leave thyself burdened. In the fugue plain her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon. Recall that in time all changeth, and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again.
I suppose I'll return to the party.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. Not about who or what I am, that's going to remain a mystery until the DLC. But it is over for now. Thou played a part in weaving the fabric of fate itself. But for every thread you sewed, so did the developers and moderators of the game of reality unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel. But be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all problems worth solving, not bullshit distractions from modernity or post-modernity.
To all of you, my real family.
To you.
And to all of you watching and listening,